Hi everybody, hi. Hope you're hanging in there. I'm trying my best. Okay, so this is for both of the calculus classes. We're going to do numbers 2 through 6 on the worksheet from CourseWeb. We did number 1 on the last video. After this, then my scientific calc, I'll go over the trig questions involving using integration to find a function. Okay, so for number 2, hopefully you guys tried these because you're probably going nuts with boredom. Okay, remember this, there's a step down here. So to get f prime, we take the integral of f double prime. To get f, we integrate f prime. Okay, so we go from our acceleration function to our velocity function to position function. Okay, so we're just going to integrate f double prime. Okay, so remember with integration starts with a vowel, addition starts with a vowel. So we're going to have f prime of x is going to equal 2x to the 4th over 4 plus x to the 3rd over 3 minus 5x squared over 2 plus 3x plus c. Okay, so then I can reduce this. Okay, and now I'm going to use this information to find what this c equals. Remember, 0 is your friend. So when I put a 0 there, that's the easiest. So that means when x is equal to 0, f prime is going to be equal to 4. So 4 is going to equal, well, 0 over 2 is 0. 0 to the 3rd over 3 is 0. This is going to be 0. That's going to be 0. This is why I love 0. Okay, therefore c is equal to 4. And that means that f prime of x, I'm not doing this again. Okay. So just to make this look better. Okay, you don't really even need to bother with that step when x is 0. When it's some other number, you're going to have all kind of fractions and without your calculator into it. Okay, so once I have this, okay, this is the actual function because I know what c equals. Now, to get f of x, I'm just going to integrate this. Okay, so f of x, rather than rewrite everything. Okay, so this is going to be x to the 5th over 2 times 5 is 10, plus x to the 4th, 4 times 3 is 12, whoops, my bad, minus 5x to the 3rd, 3 times 2 is 6, plus 3x squared over 2, plus 4x plus c. Sorry, that's not too good looking. Okay, so now I'm going to use this information to get c. Well, again, x is 0. So that means this is 0, 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 and c is just going to be equal to 3. Okay, so our answer would just be this. I'm sorry, that didn't work too well. It was the biggest whiteboard I could get on. Okay. Uh-oh. I hate this so much. I know you guys do too. I have no clue really how to test you. I think I'll give you one problem on CourseWeb. You write it on a piece of paper neatly, take a picture with your phone, and email it to me. Or if you have a scanner, you can scan it and email it to me. That's what I'm thinking. This is so hard for you. Okay. All right. Number 3. Okay. So f prime of x is going to be the integral of f double prime, which hopefully you have this because hopefully you tried these yourselves. prime of x is going to be x to the 5th over 5 minus x to the 3rd over 3 plus 6x squared over 2 plus c. And then I can reduce this, and that's a 3. Okay, and this problem, f prime of 0 equals negative 3. So if x is 0, that term is 0, that's 0, that's 0. And so that's the easiest one. So how's that for simple? So there's your f prime. F of x is going to be the integral of this thing. Okay, so x to the 6th over, it would be over 6, and I already have a 5 down here, so I would multiply those, okay? I don't know if I was very clear with that in the last problem. Okay, so minus x to the 4th over 3 times 4 plus, this is a 3x squared, so it's going to be 3x to the 3rd over 3 minus 3x plus c. Those are going to cancel. Okay, so in this problem, f of 0 equals 2. So that means 2 is equal to when x is 0. When x is 0, that's 0, that's 0, that's 0, that's 0, and c is equal to 2. So your final answer is x to the 6th over 30 minus x to the 4th over 12 plus x cubed minus 3x plus 2. That's our position function. Okay. Do you have any questions? I'm just kidding. Okay. Number 4. F prime is the integral of f double prime, which in this problem is x to the 4th minus x squared plus 2x dx. Okay, so f prime of x to the 5th over 5 minus x to the 3rd over 3 plus 2x squared over 2 plus c. Those 2's are going to cancel. And it says for this one, f prime of 1 equals 2. Okay, that is a motion detector I have on my driveway. That just means my husband's going to the park. Okay, so now this one, since this is a 1 and not a 0, it's more work. Okay, so to get this c, I say, okay, well, when x is 1, the whole thing equals 2. So we have 2 is going to be equal to 1 to the 5th over 5 minus 1 to the 3rd over 3 plus 1 squared plus c. So 2 equals 1/5 minus 1/3 plus 1 plus c. And this will be great. Okay, so 1 divided by 5 equals minus divided by 3 equals 1 equals. So you have 2 is equal to 0.87 plus c. Subtract 0.87, 1.23, 1.13. Yeah. Right? Okay. So that tells me that f prime of x is x to the 5th over 5 minus x to the 3rd over 3 plus x squared plus 1.13. Okay, now to get f of x, I'm going to integrate this. So it'll be x to the 6th over 5 times 6 is 30. X to the 4th, 4 times 3 is 12. X to the 3rd over 3 plus 1.13x plus c. Okay, now this one says f of 0 equals 2. So 2 is equal to, when x is equal to 0. Well, that term's 0, that term's 0, that term is 0, that term is 0. So c is just equal to 2. So your answer would look like this. I think these are tedious, but it's helpful for the next stuff that we're going to do. Okay, to kind of get fast at this and understand the whole step-down approach. Okay, so, for number 5, f prime is going to be the integral of f double prime. All right. So we have x to the 5th over 5. Stroking out, okay. X to the 3rd over 3 plus x squared over 2 plus c. Okay, f prime of 0 equals -3. So I know for this one, because it's f prime of 0 equals 3, that means when that's 0, 0, 0, the whole thing equals -3, so I just know that this is going to be a -3. Only because of that 0. I don't have to, it's nothing hard to do. Okay, now to get f of x, I'm going to integrate this stuff with respect to x. So x to the 6th over 5 times 6 is 30, plus x to the 4th over 4 times 3 is 12, plus x to the 3rd, 3 times 2 is 6, minus 3x plus c. Okay, now we're told that f of 1 is equal to 2. So when this is 2, okay, we have 1 to the 6th over 30, plus 1 to the 4th over 12, plus 1 to the 3rd over 6, minus 3 times 1 plus c. 1/30th plus 1/12th plus 1/6 minus 3 plus c. Okay, 1 divided by 30 equals plus 1 divided by 12 equals plus 1 divided by 6 equals minus 3 equals. So 2 is equal to -2.72 plus c. So 4.72 is equal to c. Add that to both sides. Okay, so f of x is x to the 6th over 30. I'm getting this from here. Plus x to the 4th over 12, plus x cubed over 6, minus 3x plus 4.72. That's your answer. All right, last one from this set of problems. Okay, so f prime is going to be the integral of f double prime. So that's the integral of x to the 4th plus x squared dx. Okay, so f prime of x, x to the 5th over 5, plus, what is my problem? Plus x to the 3rd over 3, plus c. Okay, we're told that f prime of 1 equals -2. So the whole thing's -2 when x is 1. So that's 1/5 plus 1/3 plus c. You can do decimals or fractions, I don't care. So -2 equals 0.53 plus c. So -2.53 equals c. So rather than rewrite the whole thing, I'm just going to put this up here. Okay. So now to get f of x, I'm going to integrate this. Okay, so that gives me x to the 6th over 5 times 6 is 30. Plus x to the 4th over 4 times 3 is 12. Minus 2.53x plus c. And then it tells me that when x is 2, my position function equals 5. F of 2 equals 5. So 5 equals 2 to the 6th over 30 plus 2 to the 4th over 12 minus 2.53 times 2 plus c. Okay, hopefully I'm not making any mistakes on this stuff. There's your answer. I'm really frazzled. I have a niece who lives in Nashville who has corona. And she's 49, but a smoker. So she's not doing too well. But she's not on a ventilator or anything, so. Anyway, I'm sure you guys have tales to tell too. Okay. So, okay. Okay, I'm going to stop here, okay? And then my next video for my business calc class, as well, let me rephrase it. My next video for my Calc 1, the scientific one, I'm just going to go over some trig stuff with this, okay? So you're going to have that additional little part. Not really super hard or anything. Okay, and then the next video that I make after that is going to be applications of this stuff. And that'll be both for the business calc and the scientific calc. Okay, so the only thing that's different is that little trig piece for my analytic geometry and Calc 1 class. Okay? Alrighty. So, let's see if I do this right.